This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for October 4, 2023, Beachy Stout's right-hand man came clean after talk with a prophetess. Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout McDonald's right-hand man on Tuesday claimed he decided to come clean after initially lying to the police after the murder of his ex-boss's wife after speaking with his prophetess. The witness, who previously testified that he and McDonald shared a father-son relationship, disclosed yesterday that he was arrested and charged less than a month after the July 2020 murder of Tonya McDonald. However, he said that months after going to court, he decided to tell the truth and pleaded guilty to throwing away evidence and was given a 2-year sentence. He later admitted under cross-examination by McDonald's lawyer, Christopher Townsend, that he lied in the first statement but struck a deal with the prosecution after he gave the police a second statement and was offered a 3-year suspended sentence instead for pleading guilty to accessory to murder. "So you point past somebody and get away scotch-free?" the lawyer asked. "I spent some time in prison," the witness replied, before adding that, "I wasn't on the road, I was locked up in my house out of fear because of him." Justice Chester Stamp quickly intervened and told the witness to confine himself and not to mention anything about fear. Tonya was found with her throat slashed in her car, which had been set ablaze along a deserted road in Sherwood Forest in Portland on July 20, 2020. McDonald and his co-accused Oscar Barnes are currently on trial in the Home Circuit Court for the murder of the 32-year-old businesswoman. Before disclosing that he was arrested in connection with Tonya's murder, the witness testified that within 2 weeks after the woman's death, her husband gave him 6 cellular phones and a gun to dispose of. He told the court that he was given the first phone to destroy on the same night Tonya was killed. The others were discarded on various days over the 2 weeks and included McDonald's 2 personal cellular phones, a phone belonging to Bubla, another that was bought for use in the business, and 2 other devices. Devlin Minot, otherwise called Bubla, is a contract killer who had pleaded guilty in connection to Tonya's murder and was sentenced to 19 years and 10 months. Minot had testified that he entered into an arrangement with McDonald to kill his wife for $3 million, but that he subcontracted another man to do the killing. Continuing his evidence, the witness claimed he destroyed most of the phones and burnt 2 at sea, where he was also instructed by the businessman to discard a firearm. The witness also claimed that after coming clean, he showed the police where he had burnt the phones and where he threw away the gun. He said he also showed them where he went to pick up a gun at a nightclub and the location where he had returned another that was malfunctioning. When asked why he decided to go to the police, he said it was after his prophetess told him something. However, he was instructed by the prosecutor not to repeat what the prophetess had said. Following his evidence, Townsend took him to task over his admission that he had lied to the police. "So you spent 24 pages telling a lie in the first statement?" Townsend asked. "Yes," the witness replied. "So therefore you are a liar?" Townsend continued. "No," the witness answered emphatically while shaking his head. The lawyer suggested to the witness that he lied in his second statement to save his skin, but this was denied by the witness. The witness admitted during the cross-examination that he told the police that Minot and Tonya were selling drugs together. He also acknowledged that he told the police in his second statement that he was given the phones and a gun to discard a week before Tonya was killed, but insisted that it was an error. "Do you even know what the truth is?" Townsend pressed. But the witness, who appeared rather unbothered and was observed checking his phone, said no. He will undergo further cross-examination today. Multi-parish search for missing medic comes up empty, says DCP Bailey. Despite a multi-parish search, the police have been unable to locate missing artist Stephanie Medic Williams. The social media personality and the businesswoman has been missing since August 24, and despite a reward of $1 million, put up by her mother, Millicent McCready, there has been no sign of her. On Tuesday, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitzbailey revealed that the police have been to several parishes in search of the missing woman. So far, they have come up empty. I'm aware that several lines of inquiry were made, not only in the corporate area, but in St. Anne, Clarendon, Westmoreland. Several places were searched and other investigative processes were followed, and unfortunately, we have not been able to identify the missing singer, Bailey said. He was responding to questions from a journalist during the Jamaica Constabulary Force's quarterly media briefing. When last seen, Medic was wearing black tights, shoes, and a black top. According to recent media reports, her cellular phone last pinged in Linstead, St. Catherine on the day she went missing. Last week, her family members, led by her mother, staged a peaceful protest outside the Constant Spring police station to highlight the artist's disappearance and to stand in solidarity with the families of other missing people. Medic emerged on the music scene in 2018 as a 24-year-old. She is best known for songs such as Money Feelings and collaborations such as Overcome featuring Shino and Boss Level featuring Javelani. JCF collaborating with a Cayman after gun seized in British territory linked to 5 murders in Jamaica. The top brass of the Jamaica Constabulary Force could not say definitively Tuesday which murders were committed by a gun seized by the Cayman Islands police that is said to be linked to 5 homicides in Jamaica. In a bombshell CMC report on the weekend, Cayman Islands Police Commissioner Derek Byrne said members of the police force there recently seized a firearm that was reportedly used in at least 5 murders in Jamaica. Speaking with reporters, Byrne, who will be leaving the post in less than a week, said one of the many enhancements he has presided over during the last 7 years was the development of ballistics, and based on this, the territory is now a regional hub for firearms forensics. Since he took over the reins of the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service, Byrne has presided over the most significant budgets in its history, adding that the enhancements of the service led to significant successes, such as connecting the gun police seized with 5 killings in Jamaica dating back to 2019. He said the weapon, which somehow made its way to the Cayman Islands, is now a part of a major investigation. Indicating that the relationship with Jamaica remains very important, the police commissioner said many of the guns found in the Cayman Islands have Jamaican origins. He also highlighted Jamaica as a source of most marijuana and other drug shipments. On Tuesday, during the JCF's quarterly media briefing, Jamaica's Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson, was asked whether the JCF was aware of the gun, the homicides linked to it, and who may be responsible. In a roundabout answer, Anderson said, "We have a comprehensive tracking of firearms at our ballistics lab, and we collaborate across the Caribbean and wider on identifying guns that are used on various scenes. We do it locally, and we have tied some firearms to even as much as 20+ murders or scenes of shootings. So with this one, it's early days yet, but we are collaborating with a Cayman on this, and we'll see where it leads us." One Don gang trial ends as a sentence is handed down for all 15 convicts. The lengthy One Don gang trial concluded Tuesday afternoon in the Home Circuit Court, with the remaining 9 convicts receiving sentences ranging from 1 year and 9 months to 17 years and 6 months. Chief Justice Brian Sykes in March handed down a guilty verdict to 15 defendants in the trial, which started in September 2021. Ex-soldier Jermaine Robinson was sentenced to 9 years and 9 months for being a member of the gang. In handing down the sentence, Justice Sykes said Robinson, who the witness said guarded Andre Blackman Bryan, pretended to be a law-abiding citizen while living a double life. The judge stressed that Robinson chose to become involved in criminal activities. In addition, the Chief Justice said Robinson's sentence was intended to send a signal to other members of the security forces who might be tempted to believe that they are able to provide a service to gang members without consequences. Earlier in Tuesday's proceedings, Justice Sykes sentenced St. Thomas pastor and the lone female convict Stephanie Cole Christie to 9 years and 9 months behind the bars for being a member of the One Don gang. Additionally, Tariq James, otherwise called CJ, who the witness said killed a man called Outlaw, was ordered to serve 17 years and 6 months for his crimes. Fabian Johnson, otherwise called Crux, was sentenced to 3 years and 9 months for being a member of the gang. But it was Ted Prince who held the court's attention as he banged the metal bars in the holding area downstairs, causing the sound to echo throughout the building, after he was sentenced to 16 years each for being a member of a criminal organization and facilitating the commission of a serious offense. His sentences are to run concurrently. He will begin serving his 16-year sentence next year after he completes a previous 8-year sentence for illegal possession of a firearm. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.